Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here, coming at you with the 4th video in our Platinum Trophy Guide for Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist. In the last video we had gone through the Crimson Forest, as you can see way over here. As you can see, it is quite confusing and loops in on itself, and in that video I show you guys how to quickly navigate through the forest to open up the path that is found here to get it to the actual boss and proceed and unlock a new ability for Hati and allow us to break through the growths that are on the walls. That allows you to now dash through them when you build up enough speed. You do have to be careful and have your platforming down correctly though in order to get some of these. But for the most part, we then came back to the subterranean lab and came down here to the left to enter the crystalline realm and made it to at least the first save point right here. Like always, I'm now going to be showing you guys how to get through the crystalline realm, fight any of the bosses, and all of that good stuff. So let's just get started. So, proceeding forward from this save point, you'll come into here and have our first little boss, as you'll see. I timed that wrong. Come on. There we go. Here we have Lars the Lurker. He's not too bad. Overall, anyways. As you'll see, he has a projectile that he can shoot, like so. He has this little cloud that he'll have explode after a certain amount of time. But we'll fight him at least 3 times in this area before we actually defeat him. So from here, we're just going to proceed forward. Alright, now proceeding forward, we're going to encounter a bunch of these little frozen geysers that you can perfectly dodge through if you time it just right and have decent spacing to avoid taking any damage. As you'll see, for the most part, we're just going to immediately come down here. As you'll see, I dashed a little too far forward. As you'll see, in this area, you're going to have a bunch of these destroyable items. And here we'll have our first item, which is a new model core, which we can use to upgrade our homunculi. Now we're going to come back over to here, perfectly dodge through that one, come down the crystals here, grab another one of these. This basically just gives you crafting materials, as you'll see. Now from here, it's basically you can just go either way for the most part. Trying to remember if there's actually anything up here other than just some materials. But either way, they both lead to the same spot, more or less, as you'll see down here. Drop down. Can't do anything about these sidewalls. We don't have enough room to build up momentum to break them. So we'll just come down here. Come on, drop. We'll come over here to the left, actually. We'll wait just a second. There we go. Come up here into this little secret area. Pick up this item here for some materials. And then it's more or less just dropping down, as you'll see. But when you get down here to the bottom, you can come here off to the right. Here you'll have these platforms that will slowly disappear after a certain amount of time. As you'll see, if you get the timing down just right, you can pretty much avoid all of the freezing little areas. Here you can get a new equipment that will allow you to deal more break damage, which is what is considered like your stagger damage. Proceed down here into this area. I at least wanted to show you guys what this area can look like and how you can deal with it. As you'll see, it's not too hard. Once all the enemies are dealt with, you can then easily just jump across. As you'll see, these have a shorter time span, as they almost immediately want to get in your way. But here you'll have your next little save area. Like always, I'm going to skip any cutscene dialogues. But here, as you can see, we can equip the new relic that will deal more break damage. And we can enhance our abilities. As you can see, we can upgrade his fist, which I think we're going to do, because it will deal more damage, and it's pretty nice. Now, at any point in time, if you want to, you can always head back to the main city up here, the old city, and head to the craftery to upgrade and buy any more slots increases or craft any new equipment that you might need, like rings or anything like that. Getting more slots is always nice to have, because then that means more stuff for you to equip to make your life a lot easier. But now we're going to proceed forward from here. From here, we're going to head off to the left, and we have our next encounter with Lars. This time, it's a little bit different. As you'll see, it's a little bit more cramped. But he has less health overall in this fight. Do note you can pretty much stand like right next to him for the most part. I'm just making every bad decision I can make. Okay. But that will be the second encounter with Lars down. He'll jump away again. We'll have a small conversation about it, but now we can proceed forward. And we'll just start from up here. From here, we're going to proceed forward and just follow the path that I take for the most part. There are a couple of enemies on the side walls that are going to try and shoot projectiles at you and are kind of tanky. Proceeding forward here, we're just going to skip these enemies here, as we can't really do anything to them because we don't have the ability to dive down in water just yet. From here though, we're just going to follow this pretty straightforward path. From here we can then jump over and come over here to grab this item right here. A magical vial grants a additional relic slot that we pretty much needed. And then we could just use these same little ledge holds that we had to jump over to jump back. From here we can then come over here to the right. We want to wait until the platform comes back before we go back over. So from here you want to just get enough distance and not do what I just did. That was embarrassing. Or you could just do that, I guess, to save yourself some time. But come over here to this little side area to get a couple of materials and more materials overall. Now we can proceed forward. From here we have a few paths that we can take, but for the most part we're just going to head up first. And then come over here to the right. And then we'll head up. To grab this item here. So then we can come all the way back over, and then we're gonna head down. avoid hitting the frost. We'll then come over here to the right. Here you have to kind of navigate some crystals. And here you'll see we'll be able to quickly grab both of these little breakables. And then we'll head over here to the right. Should have our next save area. And like always, for the most part, we can then try and upgrade any abilities we have. As you'll see. Sometimes you'll get upgrades that you have that you can't use just yet because we don't have those homunculi. But for now, we'll just hold on and then proceed forward. Alright, so now we have our third and final encounter with Lars in this massive open room. As you'll see, he is not making it easy for us. But like always, he doesn't have a lot of health. And just like that, he goes down. He'll once again teleport away, and we can now proceed over to the right here. As you'll see, these are the enemies I was talking about that are a little bit tanky. But now we can proceed forward. Now this next area I'm more or less going to have to talk and walk, as most of the enemies here are pretty straightforward, but you can't actually navigate back once you go to a certain point here, as you'll see. But these guys do give some decent XP, so we'll allow it, I guess. But as you'll see, just like that, they go down fairly easily. Using the parry ability definitely shortens the time spent fighting these guys. And all of your abilities as well, except for the gun one. I would probably say that one I just don't really get a lot of use out of. Here, as you'll see, we have an upper path that we can eventually come back to, and here we have our lower path. Here we'll have an important cutscene, but then we'll get to attune Lars, and we'll get our next trophy. As you'll see, we can now use this to climb, but we can't interact with this area just yet, so we'll proceed back and head on up. So now you can infinitely climb on walls as long as there's nothing impeding you. As you'll see right here, it's a pretty straightforward climb for the most part. Do avoid the purple water if you can. But as you'll see, this eventually leads all the way back up. Pretty easy, I would say. But let's see what we can do now with that ability to climb, more or less. There we go. So now from here, it's all about making sure that we can easily run and... Okay, this guy's just going to be a problem, isn't he? So now from here, basically what you're going to do is properly dash, jump off the wall, You want to time your double jumps in a way that allows you to easily navigate through, as you'll see. I believe this is just a side area. Yeah. But regardless, there we go. That will get us everything for the most part. I will head back over and grab this item real quick to end out the video overall. Trying to... Nope. There we go. Nope. Just have to go around the long way, I guess. But overall, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. Ow. There we go. For the Survey Team Gauntlet, increases intensity of status effects. But we're now going to head back to this little rest area here. And now we can probably just head up here. Yep. And we'll quickly grab this item here. Some more materials, like always. But I guess actually before I fully end the video, we'll head back all the way and come over here to the main city. As you'll see, actually not the abandoned tuner tent, we'll come here to the actual old city market. And that's where we're going to basically end this video. Like always, I am Mr. Pilgrim. Here we can actually talk to this guy, not going to do much. But up here as well, we can reunite the brother and sister. Talk to them, make sure they're doing well. But, as always, I do hope that these videos and guides are helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form. I am Mr. Pilgrim, and I will see you all in the next video.